All right, let's talk a little sports. Game three was yesterday of the NBA Finals. So last video I posted, I said the Nuggets should win in 5 or 6 games. I'm still sticking by that. It's easy to say Miami can physically beat Denver physically, um, because Denver's a finesse team. A lot of mid range jumpers. They don't want to really beat you up. They don't want to fight. Jokic, their leader, gets pushed around a lot. But after game two, I think they finally took it seriously. The only advantage Miami has is beating you physically, hitting you, pushing you off the block, and physically beating you. They can't outscore you, and they can't defend them. Um, so they use a couple of gimmicks, obviously the zone to win game two, and obviously the Bam Adebayo uh, back to the basket in the first half, and then they put him in the pick and roll in the second half. But I don't know those gimmicks are going to work because yesterday Bam is going to shoot 20 shots every game, and he made 7 of them. So when you're going to shoot 33%, he's shooting layups, he's shooting 2 foot shot, 3 foot shots, dunks. You can't shoot that and expect to have a chance. I also do not like the strategy. Miami's strategy is saying instead of getting Jokic as a passer, make him a scorer, make him shoot 20 shots a game, whatever. Uh, the man dropped 30 something points yesterday, 20 boards, 10 assists. You're gonna have to have a better strategy. I mean, because he can easily drop 40. He's not shooting a lot of threes. He's shooting layups, dunks, hook shots. So to basically say we want to make you a scorer so you don't get the other guys involved, that's okay for a period of time. But that's not going to last long because he has the ability to drop 30, 40, 50 points. Um, the score was not indicative of how bad Miami played offensively. They were down 20 points a decent part of the game. And they eventually did that thing in the fourth quarter, which they always do, is come back. But at the end of the day, I don't see Miami being able to score enough points to push this to 2, 3 wins. Um, if their best effort was game two and the Nuggets can stay consistent defensively, they can't keep getting pushed around. Game two, they're pushed around and got lazy. Joker's a big guy. Some of the big guys get a little lazy sometimes on defense, and some of the perimeter guys don't want to go over screens, don't want to go under screens. They don't communicate. But they did a great job yesterday at that. They had a couple of bad defensive plays, a couple of wide open threes, but for the most part, they kept everything in pocket. I don't see Miami winning more than 2 games, and if Denver is serious, if they can stay consistent, after yesterday they looked consistent, um, this series should be over in 5 games. But again, this is when coaching comes into play. Eric Spoelstra may have another gimmick. Let's see if he wants to play zone the whole game. Let's say he wants to play full court press all game. Let's see if he wants to switch Bam off of Jokic. Maybe he has a guy on the bench. Who knows? But for the most part, gimmicks aren't going to work, but temporarily. They might extend the series 2 games, 1 game, but he gonna need a really good gimmick to get this one done. We're gonna see. I think if they start that Bam in the pick and roll at the beginning of the game, that would help. They really got to get Jokic into foul trouble because Jokic definitely don't be want to move laterally left to right with Bam when he's guarding Bam. He does a lot of hacking, reaching down, which for a big man is a no-no because that's an easy foul. But if they can get Jokic, I think this the only way is to put Jokic in the pick and roll and get him moving left to right, and get him in foul trouble. If they can get him in foul trouble, they have a better chance at beating Jamal Murray and those B-level guys, Gordon, those guys, because with him on the floor, they kind of have no shot long term because he can rebound, he can distribute. They had 2 guys trying to out rebound him, and they weren't getting any of them boards. He was getting the tip outs. He was getting free throws because they were mainly Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry got his arm. Another guy got his jersey. It's ridiculous. So if they can get Jokic into foul trouble, which isn't hard because the man do be fouling, especially as a big man, coming down with your arms when the guy's especially running at you. Bam, there's a lot of running at him. Um, that's about the only way they'll be able to have a shot at getting this to 6 games. And then if you get to 6, you never know. We might be at 7. But they're gonna have to figure out a way to get jokers off the floor and get some more offense. They've talked about Tyler Hero maybe coming back. I don't know. That's kind of be a secret. He may come back. He may not come back. I don't know. But they got to be able to get some scoring from people more than Bam and Butler. Jimmy Butler's not a 40-point guy like that. He'll have flashes of offensive greatness, but he's not consistent enough to say he'll give me 30 points a night, 40 points a night. Yes, he's shooting mid-range. Yes, he's shooting layups and dunks. But he hasn't been consistent in looking for his shot, specifically this series. But we'll see. But I got Denver in 5. 6 if Air give us another gimmick. Peace.